A lot of us know that laziness can get us nowhere. It's a gateway to the void of nothingness. But many of us still give in to our poor habits. Doesn't matter if you're the most productive person on the planet. All of us, even a person who achieved many great things in life, still get this feeling. There are days that we don't feel like doing anything, and we just want to lay in our beds. Is that a song? We can overcome laziness by implementing certain strategies in our lives, and in this video, we will talk about different ways how to break the cycle of laziness. Do less, not the whole thing. Usually, when we think of the things that we need to finish, we think of them as a whole. What do I mean by that? It's like we feel that we have to finish everything immediately in one sitting. No wonder we get overwhelmed, so we chicken out and decide not to start working on them. The trick here is to split the task into small manageable chunks and commit yourself to get them done. It's like eating a piece of meat. You don't eat the whole thing. You slice it into small pieces so it will fit your mouth. For example, if you need to write an essay, you don't have to finish the whole thing if you can't. In the beginning, you can just write down the title and stop working on it. The next day you write the first paragraph and the next day the second. The key here is to find an element that will only take you a couple of minutes to complete. If you do this practice, over time, you will get comfortable doing larger chunks of the task. Declutter your work area. So you decided to finally study or start that project and you sit in front of your desk. But first, declutter. When your desk is messy and has so much unnecessary stuff, you will get distracted easily. There are so many times that I was working on a project and I look at a random object lying on my desk and suddenly my mind wanders and gets lost. However, some research suggests that having a cluttered desk may generate creative ideas. For me, as long as the objects are related to what I'm doing, that should be fine, but if it's not, then it has to go. Putting away unnecessary things in your workplace can prevent you from being distracted. Stop being a perfectionist. Do you worry about not doing a good job on something that you have to do? I think almost all of us want to do a good job on anything, but being a perfectionist paralyzes us from undertaking a task. A person who is a perfectionist is usually insecure and anxious about not doing a good job for fear of not meeting other people's expectations. This is one of the reasons why we get lazy. We think about not doing the project well, so we keep on delaying. Actually, the person you're looking at right now from your screens is a perfect example of a perfectionist. Yes, that's me, and I try my best to be aware if I'm being like that. It's impossible for us to achieve perfection because what is perfect for me is not what you think is perfect, and vice versa. We all have different perceptions of what is perfect. So the important thing is to just start. Ditch perfectionism, make mistakes, and learn from them. Make your tasks fun. We all want excitement in our lives, so we tend to avoid things that we find boring. But you still have to do the boring things like cleaning your room, doing the laundry, or whatever tasks are on your list. So one thing you can do is to make it fun. Listening to your favorite music or podcast while doing these house chores can make them enjoyable. Or having a checklist and checking them off when you finish them. It feels good checking off tasks that you accomplished. Try it for yourself. If you find ways how to make them fun to do, you will start looking forward to doing these tasks instead of dreading them. Start eating healthy. What we put inside our body plays an important role in how we feel every day. If we constantly put crap inside our bodies, we will feel crap and sluggish. And guess what this feeling leads to? This is why if our diet is heavily into processed foods, we don't feel good. I'm not here to tell you the list of foods to eat to not feel lazy and feel energetic all the time. I'm not a nutritionist by any means, nor an expert about food. But having a balanced diet composed of whole foods rather than processed is important to get constant levels of energy that will help you tackle the tasks you need to do. Just avoid sugar if you can, and focus on getting your calories from protein-rich foods. Exercise. Do you want to get rid of laziness? Pick a workout program you like and commit to it. There are so many benefits that we can get from exercising, like increasing our energy, improving our cardiovascular health, and it brightens the mood as well, thanks to the serotonin hormones that are released. It also reduces stress and prevents depression. When I started lifting weights, I was doing it to look good. Now, I'm doing it for my overall well-being because we don't get much sun during the winter time here in Saskatchewan. And I experienced winter depression in my first months after arriving here, so I make time for exercise. And the best part is, you're going to get rid of that stubborn fat if you're trying to lose weight. Reward yourself. When we know that there is a reward waiting for us, we are more motivated to work harder on something. This is why employers give incentives when their employees do a good job. Planning to give yourself a reward after doing a task will motivate you to tackle them. Say, if I finish editing a video or reading a chapter, I give myself time to play games or use social media, or whatever fun things I want to do. Rewarding yourself for a job well done will make you look forward to working on your tasks and finish them in no time. Laziness is not natural. There's no person who is born lazy. It's just bad habits we formed and accumulated over time. So we can change this by being aware of these bad habits. And if you're interested to know about some of the habits of lazy people, you can watch this video. Again, thank you everyone for your support. It means a lot to me. And if you get some value, please click or tap that like button and consider subscribing and be part of the few. And I'll see you on the next one.